Breaking news, you guys. There's a dangerous rollout that you need to know about because it's already bad enough that low credit scores and low income can actually cost you more for housing, car notes, and it can even cost you getting a job. But now it may cost you more at the grocery stores, that when you go to check out, your price of an item may be different than the person next to you with the same product.
Digital price tags at the grocery store. A local congresswoman is concerned about how they could affect what we pay, and now Kroger is responding. Rashida Tlaib says the combination of two technologies, facial recognition and digital price tags, could lead to price gouging and thus discrimination.
She sent a letter to Kroger asking for answers about privacy and pricing.
Now, many corporations claim that this is going to save them in cost and waste, but there's watchdogs that's claiming a different story, that this also causes discrimination against people on income and even credit and other factors that they're collecting personal data. And there's witnesses out on different social media platforms of these changes taking place to them.
We're paying attention to your grocery receipts very carefully. The first major concern is that people are picking up an item off of a shelf at one price, getting to the register, and it's a different price. Obviously, this poses an extreme problem for people that are on a strict budget. The other problem is the amount of people that have been to grocery stores without these electronic pricing tags. They pick an item up off the shelf that's labeled one price. They get to the register and they check out and it's a different price, and they do not recognize it until they get home. They'll be picking up a carton of eggs for $2.50, and then when they get home and look at their receipt, it was $8. Or, butter that was supposed to be $3.50 is $7.50.
Now, you may remember last year was a big outcry against Wendy's actually using dynamic pricing and adjusting its prices on certain times a day without having a fixed menu price. Now, rideshare companies like Uber are known for this surge pricing, but what about your food? Do you believe that it's fair that your food change and fluctuate in the grocery store when everybody needs food to survive and there's not many options? Drop your opinion in the comment section. Now, I'm going to deep dive in this video of things you need to be aware of and how you can protect yourself. Also, share this video with your friends and family because they need to know about these changes, because they can be paying more at the grocery store and they don't even know it, that they're being profiled. And we're going to jump into it in this video. Now, if you're new to my channel is designed to help you no matter where you are in your credit journey and how to leverage your credit to make money. So if you like that kind of information, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. And if you go to my website, I give you this free heart inquiry removal package that you can download for free. That link will be in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. So let's jump into this information.
When you walk into a store ready to spend some cash, do you ever wonder who's watching you? Why? And could the technology in that store be used to make you pay more? If the store was tracking you using imaging to determine how much you spend where and then changing the prices, what do you think about something like that?
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
She doesn't want it to go too far.
If it was to go lower, yeah, of course. That's
sure,
correct.
yeah, that sounds good,
But
right?
if it's to go higher, why? Because it's a popular item?
Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib worried that Kroger could be using facial recognition technology to determine prices in real time. Are you concerned about stores tracking you to determine how much you would pay based on your shopping patterns or habits?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Would that make you consider shopping somewhere else or changing up your pattern?
Absolutely.
Now, many corporations deny these charges, but Consumer Watchdog says otherwise. New report details how companies use surveillance to charge different prices for the same items. In this article, corporations use surveillance to change individual prices based on a person's data and assumptions on their eagerness to buy for an item, in effect, weaponizing their own data against them, said the nonprofit. This practice, which generally occurs in the e-commerce space and is not based on market forces such as supply and demand, is a way for companies to maximize profits, said the nonprofit. Studies show that poorer people are charged more. A study of broadband internet offers to 1.1 million resident addresses showed the worst deals given to the poorest people. Lower income people pay higher prices for food, and a lower credit score means higher prices given to consumers of many products. And as you can see, people are concerned about that, and rightly so, because now with high cost of inflation that's been eating away at people's savings for years, many people are using buy now, pay later plans just to pay for food.
Cost to feed families is so high that more Americans are taking out short-term loans just to buy their groceries. They're eating now and paying later, but many are then missing payments on that very bill.
It's actually using this buy now, pay later loan, or this American consumers ages 18 to 79, so everyone's sort of feeling that financial pinch, if you will. About 50% of people people who participated in the survey said they use buy now, pay later, or BNPL services with financing companies. Within half of those surveyed, 25% said they were using buy now, pay later loans to buy groceries, which is actually up about 11% from last year. Economic experts say that these sort of figures are proof some consumers are having trouble affording essentials all the way down to groceries.
All right, y'all, come with me to Walmart to use my buy now, pay later app to get some groceries because, you know, it's that time of the month when you run out of money and food and you got to do something to make sure your kids fed. So the limit is $75. So let's see what we can get for $75. Right here, I'm just getting some sandwich meat because you can't go wrong with sandwiches. You see me putting that bologna in there? I absolutely hate bologna, but I have one kid that likes it and somebody else in the house that likes bologna too. Cereal, can't go wrong with cereal, and we're going to get the cheapest bag we can get. A staple, okay? Y'all see me putting this bag in here? I realized they were too high and I put I went find me a bag that was a little bit cheaper because hell no. Like I said, we reckon with $75. So we got these with a waffle crunch. They smell good and they taste good. So that's what we're gonna do.
Now, here's some things that you can do to protect yourself. Number one, you want to pay attention to the stores that have these digital tags, like Whole Foods introduced it, Walmart and Kroger. Make sure that you are tracking what you're buying and if the numbers are changing when you get to the register. Also, just working on your credit is a great part. It doesn't take many times a lot of time to just improve your credit scores because having that credit scores is costing you across the board. And with my elite credit system, users like Greg within 12 days was able to remove a collection off his credit report, and users like Sean was able to go from a 612 credit score with all his credit scores over 770 in a matter of 6 months, and now he's at an 803 credit score and was able to get business credit. Now, making these changes to your credit score can help you if these prices are being tagged according to your credit reports. If you need help with my coaching and my AI software, the link will be in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. Improving on your credit scores can actually save you for your car insurance and different things across the board that are costing you every day, because they even caught that insurance is now tracking you and using LexisNexis reports to also judge what your car insurance is moving forward.
Reveals a major car company is collecting data on your driving habits.
Now, that information could be driving up your insurance rates.
Driver beware. Your car could be recording how you drive, your speed, or any hard braking, and then transmitting that data to an information clearinghouse. The New York Times report that data clearinghouse, LexisNexis, is working with insurance companies, and their collaboration could drive your insurance rates higher.
And now with so many things going digital, and even with the Trump administration, now with government payments by signing his executive order, now even if you receive federal payments of Social Security or any other kind of payments, it must go directly to your bank account. And now, even with this cashlessness, a lot of times, many retailers encourage you to pay with debit cards and to pay with credit cards because people are not checking how much they're spending versus if they use cash. So having cash to pay for your groceries may be another good way to watch your spending and seeing that you can control what you're spending on your food bill, especially with people already suffering from high inflation. So taking those steps can also help you make sure that this type of discrimination and price gouging is not coming your way. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. But if you have more detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.